my dear Virgo. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of June with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a 4 elements reading up. Why do I struggle to release attachment for the full members to this channel? And what divine interference can I expect ahead is up for all the members, where we reveal what message that come true from the divine. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for May to get a context, and this is the prediction for June. And I will start reading your cards, and I use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. When I open your deck here, I see the 3 of Wands together with the Hierophant. So I'm feeling as if someone wants something from this Hierophant here. It's almost like I'm a little bit weak in my knees and I'm going to ask this Hierophant about something. Okay, we'll see. I call the divine with love and light. And here we have justice together with the Hierophant. Oh, this is looking pretty serious. Justice, Hierophant. So asking something with trembling knees, and I'm fearing their answer. Maybe you are going to ask an authority for some advice, or hope that they will stand on your side, maybe in a divorce or in some kind of other altercation with the law, or it might be it can be the same scenario, but it can be, for example, wanting the family on your side if there has been some kind of conflict or something has been going on, and you want people to see your side of things and believe your story. Okay, so I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here we have the Strength card together with the Hierophant. So the Strength card here, it kind of says you don't need these people to agree with you at all times. Sometimes people will, you will be faced with stiff competition, or people that they aren't able to see things your way, or authorities that will, bring trouble down your path because they don't believe a word you say, or they don't trust the information that you have given, or but you can stand tall and stand strong anyways. Okay, sometimes when we are challenged, we need to kind of sharpen our claws and teeth, and really bury down our feet in the ground to be able to stand it, stand our ground. Okay, so we'll see. So it might be what's going on here is supposed to make you stronger, less fearful of conflict, maybe not needing such a big fan club or support club when you have a viewpoint or an idea, or something that you stand for. That's you, because the Justice card and Strength card is also your soul's higher moral. Okay, so 6 elements. Knight of Wands with the Hierophant. This looks a little bit rogue though. Knight of Wands might be on a mission for the Hierophant, but doing things in the way that they want instead of in the way that the High Priest here wanted things. So we'll see where it goes. 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Virgo viewers. So I want my dear Virgos to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. King of Swords and the 7 of Wands. This feels pretty chill. First I thought that this might be your opponent, or the person that was And that's possible, but they are in that case mirroring something inside of you that needs to grow, so that you become more chill in situations, less fearful of argument or conflicts, or having to butt heads with people that's either important for you or that has some sort of authority given to them by you, by family, by society, by religion, whatever it is. Okay. So how this applies to a love reading is probably has to do with the dynamic within a love reading. And for example, if their family is not approving of you, for example, or if you want people to join on your side in a conflict with your partner. So we'll see where it goes. I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in June. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's a Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning in love. It might be self-love, self-appreciation, that you're able to love yourself even though other people aren't. Maybe before you weren't feeling totally worthy of love, or I don't know, even food, because we can have some kind of subconscious feelings about this, that if we don't work hard, or if we don't do the right thing, we might be shunted by society. And in the past, that might have meant that you would wither away and die if you became an outcast. But right now, in this time in history, we have the chance to really come into our full strength and display our truths, because most people are able to be self-sufficient and feed themselves if they are like in their prime of their age, like between 20 and 65, for example. And also after 65, if we have worked hard our entire life, we usually have a pension as well. So things are really well built for people to become self-sufficient and strong. And that's the time when you you can really start to love yourself through and through, because you can stand by your side. No one can threat you to become without food or water, or, well, they can threat you still with, lack of love, for example, or not standing in your corner, or even authority can, they have the, in some countries, even the right to end your life, or in most countries put you in prison. But still, we can see that this self-love is growing here, because you are able to see yourself in the light of that you are okay the way that you are, and that you don't always have to agree with other people, and you're still, worthy of love, and you're strong, you're fierce, you follow your inner moral compass. So something beautiful is growing here. And here we have the old bottom of the deck, and it's the Ten of Swords. So this was how things went for you in the past. If people didn't agree, you almost died. If there was a conflict, you almost died. If a person stopped loving you or broke things up with you, you almost died. And now it's not like that anymore. You have gone through some kind of threshold. Through death, it seems. Death. And we also have the World card. They're both big cards for endings and metamorphosis. So it seems like you have burned a great deal of karma, judgment, 20, 21, and 13, which is death. This is actually a more prominent card about endings, because it's the last card in the major arcana. We have a card hiding here as well, Four of Pentacles. This was you probably before, when you tried to hold on to people liking you, to authority, seeing you as a good person, so on and so forth. So 13, 1 plus 3, 4 is connected to the Emperor card, to kind of keep things in the state which we want them. But here with the Death, it's like, okay, so let it go. So what you have found instead is self-love, and that makes you very stable, particularly through any storm or any kind of mishap or challenge. If you love yourself, you don't doubt that you are worthy, and you don't question yourself all the time. It's okay to think, okay, do I want this because I'm pissed off with that person, or do I want it because it's the right thing to do? Or is it plain revenge I'm doing here? So we can always question ourselves like this. But if we find out, okay, so it's plain revenge, then we can laugh at ourselves a little bit and, okay, so I won't take revenge. I'm the bigger person. The strength card that we saw, I'm a bigger person. So we don't have to feel like, I did a mortal sin by feeling revengeful thoughts, and now I won't ever be forgiven by God or anyone. So you can see the difference in seriousness here with the 10 of Swords, like, and the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is keeping you up, keeping you healthy, keeping you with a high spirit, keeping you loving yourself, being able to love your life, being able to be truthful, honest, authentic. You don't have to have masks, because if people don't like who you are, so what? You love yourself. So we'll see. This is the situation with the person most on your mind, and we have this Strength card again. So it seems like you're getting less and less affected if you get other people's support or not, because you have started to feel this warm sensation inside of yourself that you are okay exactly as you are. And this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. And we can see beautiful empathy here with the Queen of Cups. But we can also see that these people, they have their back turned against this other person, which is, your person. So this is probably you turning your back towards this person. It's as if you say, I love you, but if you can't love me for who I am, or appreciate me for who I am, or then so what? Okay, so it's just, you have this love to give, but you're not going out and offering it to this person, because it's more important for you right now to stay in the honor of your own self-respect and your own self-love. So this is what's on their mind. Wheel of Fortune. So they feel the winds of change here, that things have changed with you. There's a lot of major arcana cards coming through, showing that you have gone through a big life change, a big transformation, burning a lot of old karma, seeing through your own patterns, being able to break them. So therefore it doesn't come through a lot with the other person just up till this point, because it was important for the divine to show you how much you have grown. And they have noticed, this other person has noticed that things are changing with you, and they feel a little bit insecure with this. They don't know where, when the Wheel of Fortune spins, we don't know where it's going to end and how big the difference will be from where it were before. How big of a change are you going to do? Is this going to mean the end for your relationship, or are they not going to have their needs met anymore, or this going to happen or that going to happen? So I'm feeling a little bit worried with this person, but in the same time they are, they have noticed what's going on, and they are aware, so that's a good thing. They are aware that you are going through this transformation, so that's probably going to wake like something inside of them too, like they need to relate to this change that you have been going through. And this is the bond between you two, and we have Justice. So in this case, I'm feeling this change again, this altercation, that things that have changed. Before you were kind of shaking in your knees, going to an authority, being judged, like, no, you didn't do this right, we can't love you, I'm sorry. Or no, I can't see your point of view, I will agree with this other person, you were wrong, they were right. So that feeling was what I felt. But now I'm feeling that this is you standing in your, your own soul's moral codes, values. You are not going to budge down. If you feel something, if you believe something, you're not going to, lay yourself flat or put on like a smile for, the sake of having, a nice dinner or whatever it is that's going on. So you're going to tell the truth, not being rude or undiplomatic. It's just that if people get on your nerves, after a while you will tell them. So it's like that. So this is your feelings, and we have the 7 of Cups. It almost feels like you are detaching a little bit from this person. Maybe you're wondering what your feelings for them were to begin with. What was it that drew you in or made you feel like it was so important for you to have them love you or appreciate you or see things your way? Was it, a trauma bond, almost as if you were in love with the person that hurt you, so that you, because of some kind of old projections or some kind of old entanglement or drama that has played itself over and over. So I'm seeing you questioning, like, what does this person or these people really mean to me at this point? And might be that you're changing, that you're not feeling anymore. You don't take it so personal if they don't agree with you or they don't appreciate you. So this is their feelings. And we have another 10. This is the 10 Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana card. All the Minor Arcana tarot card 10 is tied to this 10. So 10s are a card where things have grown to a very full flavor, we can say. But here we don't know if this will stay solid or if it will last forever, like, and then they lived happily ever after, that kind of feeling, like miracles, happiness, and forever. We are like the divine is tossing rose leaves wherever we go. Or that this means that, okay, we had something really wonderful and so soon we are going to lose it. So that's with the 10s, and it's also going in cycles like this. So we have something we really want and love, and then, we lose it, and then we try to get it again. So it's and it's karmic situation as well, coming again and again. But what I'm feeling here is that this person, they have noticed your change, but they still haven't seen the full extent of how far this will go. So at this point, they just have one eyebrow a little bit raised and looking at you. But what's going on here? Okay, they are making some, like, I'm hearing some new tunes on their pipe, like when they are talking to me or when we have a conflict, they have changed their methods or they have changed their approaches. But I'm not too worried. So this person isn't too worried. They think that, okay, so you're going through something, you're going to be a little bit, like, things are going to be up in the air a little bit, but probably it will land and the dust will settle and things will go back to normal. So what's going on with this person then? We haven't heard so much about them. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad separation. Okay, so with these kind of empathic cards, this is really a person that's able to, take really good care of another person and see their needs and, be really there for them. And it might be, since you have your back turned, that you no longer do that. You leave them hanging, not because you're an evil person that, just ditches your family members, friends, or lovers, or whatever this is. I think you have been pampering people a little bit in the past, and maybe catch them whenever they fall. And if they were like upset like this, you went and fixed the thing. And if they complained about something, you gave them a solution for how to, be happier with that, or get a better option. Or so I think you have been there for them as some kind of support, and they expect you to continue to be like that. They see that you're changing 10, 10, 11, but it stings. They don't like this change because it's probably leaving them hanging, and they need to take more responsibility for their own feelings and the situation that they put themselves in. You're not saving them in the same way. It's not because you don't want to save them. It's because it feels like they maybe didn't save you in the same way. For you, it was more like shaking in your knees, saying, can I please, can I do things like this? Could I have that? And they maybe granted you this, or maybe didn't. But they are used to being given stuff from you, or this kind of attention where you fix things. So now it's a little bit wobbly there. The chaser. Yeah, I think you have been maybe codependent and taking care of, like, I'm seeing a person like dusting everything around the person and flattening things out and making things, so that that person won't have a frowny face, but actually just sit and look content. And the reward is when that person, have a little bit crooked smile in their at their mouth, so we can see that they are not going to start a fight about this. They're not going to start arguing about this. So I think they like that kind of attention from you. Okay. And stabbed in the back. It's not really what you're doing. You have just turned your back. You're not stabbing their back. You don't catch them. If they do something, say something stupid or mean, or if they complain about food in a restaurant, for example, then it's their problem. If the food isn't great, you're not going to bother the waitress with saying that, this food was awful. Can you take in a new plate for my friend here? They have their own voice, okay? You don't have to fix those kind of things. But for them, it feels like you have stabbed them in the back. So what's going on with you here? Why this change? Keys on a ring, many options, decisions, string along, one night stand. I'm not getting the one night stand thing. I'm feeling like this. You are asking questions like, what's valuable to you? Which relationships are really valuable to you? Do you really care about what this person's drama or not anymore? Talking, conversing more, text, call, email, hoovering. Yeah, you're trying to figure yourself out. You're trying to figure out what the other person is about. You want to have more clearer conversations instead of being in the old patterns, the same old, same old. You want things to, like, there's so many ways to do things, and you want to talk about like who are you, and what do you want, and what's your feeling when you're acting like that. You want to have this deeper conversation and sort out issues, sort out problems. It's not like you live and die with like this person here. If they can't accept your change, then you will go and do something else. But with the relationships that you will keep in your life, you want to have an open line of conversation and talking and sorting things out, and really have some ground for evolving, like personally, together with this person. So it's almost like all the balls are in the air, and all your relationships are up in the air, and the people that has the capacity to work together with you on a personal growth level, and not just repeat all the boring projections, traumas, dramas. The people that's willing to work and improve and and improve the relationship, improve the communication. Those are the people that you will focus on in the future. So you have started to really question why you even wanted this person's appreciation in the first place. What was it all made of? Not that, oh, I don't want it anymore. It's more, what was it built on? Was it because I love this person so much? Or was it because I feared they wouldn't like me? So something is going on with you here where you are changing. This is your behaviors and attitudes. So we have a page of wands, which kind of shows the same curiosity as with this talking and coffee cup. The case on the ring is this. That you are open for new things, you're open for new ideas, you're open for progress, making things better, not having the same old, arguments over and over again, or the person saying the same critique, every time they visit your house, or you don't want to hear about it, like, okay, we're done with that. So you want new things, deeper relationships, where people are actually inspired to reach higher grounds. Okay, and this is this person's behavior and attitude. So we have actually the Fool here. So even if this person feels temporarily very worried and disturbed and even stabbed in the back by you at this point, it actually seems as if they can be ready to make a change as well. And embrace this new whatever is going on. So even if they are a little bit slow to start, we see the 10 here still spinning for them a little bit, and your change of behavior has pushed up a lot of dust and smoke in the air, and they are going to have to digest that. But after that, it seems it's a done deal, but the Fool is very open for new things. That's what I'm saying. So we'll see. Let's see what's going here. Okay, and this is the outcome. So it's a pretty ordinary 9 of coins. It just it shows that 10 of pentacles. It shows that you are more self-sufficient now, and this person, as a result, also needs to become more self-sufficient. They can't complain, like, why didn't you wash my clothes too? How could you made a round of washing. Couldn't you have thrown in my clothes? No, the machine was full and I needed these clothes to be clean because I have a work week next week. And if you want to have clean clothes, you can also start. The machine is free right now. You can use it right now. So it seems as people need to. It's not about that we stop doing services for each other. It's just when people are starting to get a little bit, they lean too much onto you, or they lean onto you. They are dependent on you, but they also. It's this dynamic where, we saw that in the beginning, the Hierophant was sitting on the throne, and this 3 of Wands person was coming then, was scared of asking or, for something for themselves. So it's like this person has, you are taking care of them, but you're still not getting the reward. It's almost like this server, or like a person that's aiding an authority. And if this authority have to, clean their own clothes, and you're not bothered with them getting aggressive and angry because you didn't clean their clothes, so what can they do? Okay, so they lose their authority. That's for sure. And you gain some new authority with this Strength and Justice card. But it's this old dynamic where this person could, have a bad temper and make you bend over backwards. it's not going to happen. You're still soft. You're still caring. It's just that you have, turned your back. You put the off button, like certain things you don't want to listen to anymore. Or you can't be bothered. Like it's really not my problem. If you have, an issue with this bicycling event we have signed up for, don't go. I will go. You can have a nice time at home in the sofa. That's fine. So clarification here. Door to value. So this seems to bring good things for both people, and both people is like a new start. And we also saw the Ace of Cups. It's kind of also a new start in love, self-love, because if this person, they felt like they need to, like a little child, scream for, food, new diapers, attention, by becoming aggressive or being in some way pushing you to do certain things, manipulating you to do certain things. Now when that doesn't work anymore, they find out that I can actually fix my own food, I can clean my own clothes, and that makes also that person grow. So then probably they have felt even more dependent to you than what you can realize, because they needed you to continue doing those things for them, because they didn't think that they could make it on their own. Love is too dangerous. I think about you every day. Love is too dangerous. Heartbroken. Love is too dangerous. I think about you every day. Let's see here. I'm walking through the dark night of my soul. I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing them a little bit heartbroken, feeling stabbed in the back. But it's confusing for them. So they might see it as the dark night of the soul, but it's really just, you're not fixing their problems. That's not the dark night of the soul. Will never stop loving you. So that's nice. It seems like this person, just because you don't agree to the same patterns anymore and your old drama that you have had in between you, it doesn't mean that this person will stop loving you. We have, I want to marry you, and I was scared of hurting you. So that's probably why you have been so empathic. You saw this person's weaknesses and you took really good care of them. So you saved them almost from themselves and their own bothersome feelings. But now they will have to probably face their own bothersome feelings. But you are not backing away. It's not like you don't want to see them again or want to break up with them. You just want to change the dynamic in the relationship to something that's where both people are more adult and more self-sufficient. I was lost. It was when you were standing there so scared of being appreciated and loved that you kind of did all these things and, try to smoothen the way for these people so they wouldn't have something to complain about and become angry about, and then almost making it your fault, even if, the bus is late, it's not your fault, but still it becomes your fault in somehow. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing. I will actually take Wisdom of the Hidden Realms just to see if there's something else. The Shadow Queen. Acquire knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. Yeah, they will continue behave in the way that they have because that has worked for them in the past. So they will try to get back to that, like raise their voice or become impossible. But and you can face these behaviors with different. You will probably be forced to follow your own intuition. But for example, sometimes we can say, no, I don't want to do that. And no, that's not going to happen. Or we can say, we can confront them and say, this is unfair. Why do you even want this to be in this way? Or why are you aggressive right now? Can you blame me for the bus being late? So no, then that's your problem. I don't have a problem with the bus being late. I'm just standing here in the sunshine, enjoying myself. So if you want to be bothered about this, then go and bother yourself over there. So you might need to try different things. Sometimes you might need to have a fit or a breakdown and, like really tears blowing up your eyes and just telling them that, this doesn't work for me anymore. So it can be different things, but you definitely need to continue working on this. There's a beautiful door open for better values in this relationship. But this person is so used to going in this old train track, and they have like their subconscious is ruling them and saying this worked before, become angry in this situation and people will solve your problems. I'm not seeing them being super aggressive in the cars. I'm just feeling this authority dynamic. So it can be different ways that some people might just call to your, your moral values, that this is how we should do things. And other might make themselves small and like a little victim. Like, oh, I knew you didn't care for me. And then, you go and help them and fix their problem. But this is going to be like a little bit of leap of growth between you two. But I'm seeing you still like being together, but more self-sufficient. You are not going to allow them to have these patterns, or at least not getting any benefit from having these patterns. Every time they display these projections, you will shoot it down and say, no, that's not going to work. So, well, I would urge you to watch the reading, What Do They Want to Happen Between You? And the love reading for May to learn more about this situation. And if you want to see new and exclusive readings from me and watch the channel normal reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal questions readings for elements readings and all signs readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. So thank you so much for watching this far. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get a heads up when the new video is out. Take really good care until next time. Stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.